Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days, bringing another moon. But methinks how slow this moon wanes. She lingers to my desires, like a stepdame to a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days so quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights so quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our celebrations.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter, Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. This man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And, my gracious Duke, be it so she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law, immediately provided in this case.
What say you, fair Hermia?
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy praise title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right to her, I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his, and which is more than all these boasts could be. I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why not I then prosecute my right? And Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Meter's daughter Helena, and won her soul, and she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess I have heard so much.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern your modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know of your youth, examine well your blood. For if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I to be in a shady cloister mute, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere my virgin Patna, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take the time to pause. By the next moon, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest her austerity and single life. So for you, fair Hermia, arm yourself to fit the fancies of your father's will. Come, my Hippolyta, what cheer, my love? Demetrius, Aegeus, go along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptials, and confer with you of something that nearly concerns yourselves.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Be light for want of rain, which I can perceive them from the tentest of my eyes.
Oh, I me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. And if there were sympathy in choice, war, death, sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as a lightning in the cullied night, that in a spleen unfolds both heaven and earth, and ere a man hath power and say, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick bright things come to confusion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. Her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. And there, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee.
Demetrius? 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 How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what is that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. As he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring his qualities. Things base and vile, holding no quantity. Love can transpose to foreign dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid, painted blind.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair cannot say. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Sickness is catching. Oh, were favor so yours, I would catch fair Hermia ere I go. Oh, teach me how to look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine?
Take comfort, he no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, a time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends in strangers' companies.
Hermia!
Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander.
I will, my Hermia. And Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is a scroll of every man's name which is thought fit through all of town to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on. Then, read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you. And marry. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth their actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you, Nick Bottom, the Weaver.
Ready. Name what part I'm for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set to play Pyramus.
What is Pyramus, a lover or a tyrant?
He's a lover that kills himself, most gallant for love.
That would ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure, to the best. Yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I can play Heracles rarely, or a part to Pterocaton to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' cars shall shine from far, and make and mar the foolish fates. Oh, thank you. Yes, I know. This is lofty.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you are set to take Thisbe on you.
What is this? Be a wandering knight, perhaps?
It is the lady Pyramus must love.
Nay. Faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. Now speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe. Ah, Pyramus dear, my lover dear, like Thisbe dear, lady dear.
No. You must play Pyramus, and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must take Thisbe's mother on you. Tom Snout, the tinker. Here, Peter Quince. You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. And Snug the joiner, you the lion's part. And here I hope is a play best fitted.
Having the lion's part written, pray you, if it be, give it me, for I'm slow study.
You may do it exempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Roar! Let me play the lion too. I will roar, that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar, that I shall make the Duke say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And you shall do it too terribly. You would fright the ladies and the Duchess, and that would make them shriek. That is enough to hang us all.
I grant you, friends, should you frighten the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I assure you, I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I will roar you and twir any nightingale. Roar, roar, roar!
You can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely, gentle-like man. Therefore you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
But masters, here are your parts. I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you come then by tomorrow night, where we will meet in the palace wood a mile without the town by moonlight. There we will rehearse, for if we do it in the city, we shall be dogged with company and our devices known. I pray you fail me not.
We will meet, and there may we rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
That guy's insane.
You sure don't right now?
For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he held on oaths that he was only Lord. And when this hailsome heat from Hermia fell, so he dissolved in showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense, but here need I to enrich my pain, to have it sight thither and back again.